How often do we sabotage our children because we cut them down without taking a pause to see if they're actually trying to take initiative, trying to get something right? And even if they require correction, giving it to them in a gentle way, we acknowledge they were trying to do. How often do we cut our children down that way? When I was in Camp Geiger, right after graduating Paris Island, one night someone jacked up the fire watch list. For those who are not in the service, fire watch is you have your list of who has to take turns getting out of the bed at night and making sure there's always someone awake, essentially guard duty, if you will, to simplify it in terms. And the list had been messed up. So I woke up and the other PFC was having a panic attack going, man, we got to figure this out right now, or the NCO is going to come in, the sergeant's going to come in, and we're all going to be freaking destroyed. And we're thinking, hey, I want to, take some initiative here, take one for the team. So I jumped out of the rack in a dead sleep and started putting on my gear to get ready for go on post, go on fire watch. And the guy saw me doing this. He was appreciative. He's like, hey man, I'll help you. He starts helping me get everything put over on my head, get my blouse on and all that. And at that moment, the NCO walks in and he lost his mind. He just laid into me, what the heck's the problem with you? You're having other people get you dressed. He didn't take a pause to see what was actually happening. And remember, it caused me to be very bitter because for the rest of the time there, whenever he referred to me, he was like, oh yeah, that's the guy who can't get his clothes on by himself. And I just remember feeling really turned off. That here's a guy that he calls himself a leader, but he's so out of touch that's happening. He's not even taking an effort to find out what really happened. So someone tries to take initiative that without actually taking a look to see if they're taking initiative and just going, hey, good on you, he cuts him down because he assumes the worst. And I remember telling myself, I'm never going to be a leader like that. But here's the deal. It's actually quite easy to be a leader like that. Because if I look from his perspective, if I see, okay, why is this not taken care of? And I see someone who's barely getting out of bed and other people in a rush trying to get him dressed, I would assume that default too and get angry. And we can do that with our children where they do something and we walk in the room and we think that, we got to chastise them, but have we pause and go, what was our motivation here? What type of leader do we want to be? The Lion King shows us perfectly. Simba totally messed up going into the wastelands of the hyenas. And his dad said, come with me, I'm going to talk to you in private. And his dad starts to chew him out. But then his dad gives him an ear. Mufasa listens to him. And when Mufasa realizes that he was just trying to be brave like he was, he changes the tone. He acknowledges his son. How often do we actually cut our children down when they're just trying to improve themselves? And how can we pay attention to that?